God is preparing a man for you. Incorrect. Biblically speaking, the Bible says that God created Eve for Adam, not Adam for Eve.
But what is an out-of-control woman? What is this creature? How do we know when we met one?
Well, I'm sure that you've met women in your life that acted towards you in a bullying and detestable manner. It's very difficult for women to cope with that because they don't have any real recourse. And female bullying can be unbelievably vicious.
First of all, don't give your strength to women. Like, what does that mean? Don't give your money, yourself, your essence, who you are to women, because that has brought kings down. This is how powerful women are. We have the ability to bring down kings.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this, I ask that you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to click the notification bell to ensure you get my videos as soon as I release them. All right, let's hop right into this video.
Here's the myth. You're not going to like it, but here's the myth. God is preparing a man for you. Incorrect. Biblically speaking, the Bible says that God created Eve for Adam, not Adam for Eve. I'm going to let you sit on that for a couple seconds. God created Eve for Adam, not Adam for Eve. So the one God is preparing is you. You have to understand that God prepares you as a woman to come into the life of a man, to be a helpmate, to bring value into his life, to be able to allow him and encourage him to do what God has destined for him to do. But as a woman that is unprepared, what happens is instead of allowing the man to do what God has called him to do, you make it all about you. And you want the man to make you his God. It was never planned that way. As a woman,
you hear what she's saying? She's talking about Western culture pretty much. Let me let her finish.
You need to align with your man, and both of you need to serve God, because that is what God ordained, for man and woman to join together and serve God.
It's so sad that women bash that message. They actually bash the Bible, not because just because they're independent women, because there's women that actually say they bash the Bible because they actually say, wait a minute, it just talks about man and serving man, and man, it's sad, man. It's really a sad thing for real. Like this, it's a hard time we're coming up in, you know, to where guys have to search outside. It's deeper than you think. When you think you turn around and go, okay, are these guys just bashing women? No. It's not supposed to be like this. What else am I gonna do? Are men going to tolerate that weight the way it is? I mean, what's going on in the West right now is, I mean, look at all the stuff happening in schools, right? Even look at the Dwayne Wade situation. I mean, look at all that stuff. Kids are being taught this stuff in school. Look what they're being taught about. You already know what I'm talking about. I don't even want to get my video taken down by going too deep on it, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Where men are made to be feminine. It's disgusting.
Nobody cares about when you do that and there's like muscles there. Nobody cares about that.
And women support all this stuff because you know who were other cultures believe were they gods, right? They're worshiping women. That's been a thing since way back in the day. Religions were worshiping women, and those religions were pagans. What's going on nowadays is paganism, and women don't see it. They're in church, and they're pagans. They're in church, but then they want a man to worship them. And she said in the beginning, he's gonna bring my man. He's making my man for me. No, he's supposed to make you for a man. He's supposed to be ready to be a helpmate. But then you want a rich guy. But then there's rich guys out there who won't take you seriously because you're not a helpmate. Even a guy that's not into God still wants a helpmate. But anyway, guys, let me hop on to the next video.
Men have difficulty with women who are completely out of control.
But what is an out-of-control woman? What is this creature? How do we know when we met one?
Well, I'm sure that you've met women in your life that acted towards you in a bullying and detestable manner. It's very difficult for women to cope with that because they don't have any real recourse. And female bullying can be unbelievably vicious. It takes the shape of reputation destruction, innuendo, and gossip. So because people look at aggressive and antisocial behavior in women and in men. And in women, it tends to take the expression of innuendo, gossip, and reputation destruction. And in men, it tends to take the form of outright physical aggression. There's a whole literature on that. This has been known for 30 years. I mean, look, women have to express aggression somehow unless you're willing to say that they're not aggressive. They tend not to do it physically. Not to the degree men do, so they use other channels. And what other channels are there other than physical aggression if you're going to be aggressive? Well, you go after people verbally. You go after them with innuendo and gossip and reputation destruction.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine. Who's laughing now?
And that's how they do it. And man, I know I use this clip so much, but Kevin Samuels explained it best. I'll let him take it away. That shame is something else. Let me hop on to the next video.
First of all, don't give your strength to women. Like, what does that mean? Don't give your money, yourself, your essence, your who you are to women, because that has brought kings down. This is how powerful women are. We have the ability to bring down kings. So be careful, son. Like, don't give your strength to just any old woman, because she can bring you down, right? If she doesn't have your best interest at heart.
So true, so true. But reason why, man, it's a hard time, man. It really is a hard time in this day and age. Think about it, right? You have so many, she's giving good knowledge, right? But you have so many men that are being raised by women who don't think like this, who can't give men that knowledge. Not all knowledge comes from men. Of course, being a man comes from men. They're being raised by moms who don't think like this woman does.
Thank you!
They do, because they know how they are. So they say that, and you know, I find more and more women that are saying they want their sons to be passport bros. Why is that? Why? Don't you think they know there's a problem? Don't you think they know? And they know women are young and dangerous. Women are dangerous at young ages. Listen, a young boy can't get grown women to look at him, but a young girl can grown men to look at her. That's all I have to say. Next video.
Stop calling your brothers and your cousins for every little argument, because you women sit on social media, you sit around, everybody killing everybody, but you never tell the truth that there's been 1,000 shootings and homicides trickle back down to you running your mouth, or you calling somebody and exaggerating because you feel disrespected. Stop calling people. You get in an argument with somebody on the block, that's it, leave it there. You call your brother, now these niggas going through it the whole summer, and then somebody's child die about it. That's your fault. That's your fault. You can't sit back and say it's not your fault because they went too far. You shouldn't have called them.
It's so true. It's so true. And this happens a lot with women that raise their mouth up against men. They go on the street, raise their mouth up against men. It's happened. And there's many guys sitting in jail behind that. She's so right. I mean, when she's talking about with kids mixed up in it, but stray bullets, it's dangerous out there. But women don't understand the danger. They don't understand men act. Men don't like to talk that much. Of course, you see on the internet, men are talking. Men should be talking right now. They don't get it, right? They don't get it. Like, men, we don't talk. Like me, I'm extremely aggressive myself. I talk a lot here, but I don't like talking much. So, and men are like that. You have some men that talk, but you have a lot of men that are about action. And you calling men who are raised to be dangerous, but then you calling them for nonsense. It's just a dangerous thing. And I'm tired of seeing guys in and out of jail over something a woman did. Like, you know, that's why, guys, before you get into any problems, I know you guys that are watching probably not doing that, but if you're one of those guys that are into it or that's ready to pop off in a minute, just think about it, man. Think about it. Think about it before you do it. Don't spring into action right away. Think about, hey, am I going to go to jail for this? Should I be doing this? And don't put yourself in a dangerous situation unless it's absolutely necessary. If it's not, and somebody's calling you and trying to get you amped up to do it, get off the phone. They don't have your best interests at heart. Anyway, on to the next video.
You know what? I could not figure out for the life of me why y'all have such a hard time listening and actually understanding what's being said. So you hop under here talking about Dr. Umar is absolving women from their poor decisions and making it somebody else's. If you heard what Dr. Umar said,
we up to the.
Wait a minute.
We must stay focused, my brothers.
Message. Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
Oh, someone made this video a fool for that, but man, that's funny, man. But yeah, man, thank y'all for watching. Always remember, there's more to life than that. But anyway, that does happen with Dr. Umar sometimes. You know, he get carried away sometimes. God bless his heart. See you next video.